everyone. Welcome to a special edition of ANOKHI Uncensored, airing on the world's #1 South Asian radio station, Ruckus Avenue Radio, on the iHeartRadio app. You can also watch it on ANOKHI's YouTube channel and Facebook channels, as well as access it through X, LinkedIn, ANOKHILife.com, and of course, as usual, our weekly newsletter, which you can also sign up on for free at the website. Again, the website is ANOKHILife.com. I'm your host, as usual, Raj Girn, coming to you today to talk about a very special event taking place here in Canada this summer. It's called the Rosé Picnic, taking place over 2 highly anticipated days this June, the 21st and 22nd, during Solstice. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite times of the year. And it's taking place at the Hotel X in Toronto. I'll be there with 3 of my brands, ANOKHI, who is an official media partner. I'm so proud of that. And the Open Chest Confidence Academy and the Glam Temple Med Spa, both of them will be exhibiting booths with fun interactions, competitions, and giveaways. And the whole teams for both of those 2 brands will also be on site, so you get to meet us all. Joining me today is the Rosé Picnic's owner, Lori Heller, who will be revealing all of the exciting things that they have planned for this year's festivities. So let's just get right into it. Welcome, please, my darling Lori. I'm so happy that we get to have this conversation, my friend.
Oh, me too, Raj. Thank you so much. And we are just so excited to have you as our partner. We have done so many wonderful things together, and I know this is going to be another one that we will add to our list. Excited to have your community and to have your new spa. I'm going to have to get all glammed up for both days. You're going to have a little pop-up at Hotel X for us.
Oh my God, I love that.
I just came back from the Pride reveal, so super excited this year that we are a major cultural event within Pride Month. So
congratulations.
Yes. So important. Pride is such a jewel for Toronto. Always wanted to have such a inclusive environment at our events, and this just really helps everybody to feel included and that they matter. So we kick it off on June 21st. It's Summer Solstice. It's June 21st. It's
absolutely
my birthday. So I had to throw him a party. But,
I love that. But
yeah.
Let's break things down for everyone, Lori.
Okay.
Just for anyone that is, watching, listening, or reading this on the various different platforms that may be coming across the Rosé Picnic for the first time, I want to just kind of start a little bit from the beginning. Can you share what the Rosé Picnic actually is? And then a little bit about its mission for this year before we go into actually talking about the 2 days.
For sure. So the Rosé Picnic started in 2017. It was an inspiration of the rosé wine business kicking off to be the best and the biggest brand rosé for all countries, basically. There was an event that was happening in New York that inspired us to consider doing something here in Toronto. So then the Rosé Picnic was born, and it has been a favorite Toronto event every year. It kicks off summer with a really beautiful picnic experience. Everybody gets all dressed up. I've never seen so many beautiful people wearing their pink and white, men and women. I think the first year somebody told me that they knew where the picnic was because there was just this sea of pink and white walking down, to the Fort York, which was our first venue. But over the years, as businesses evolve, so do events and festivals. And I started doing some work for Women's College Hospital volunteering. And so I decided it was going to be something that the Rosé Picnic would support for future years. And as we grow the festival and go into different cities and countries, we will be contributing to women's health initiatives. And also very important for a woman who has a daughter. I want to make sure that, you know, she's always taken care of. And we also have a beautiful section in our vendor area and activation area where we support women-driven businesses, and they all don't have to be women running them, but they are women-inspired. And there's a lot of smaller businesses that showcase their wares, and whether it's their art or their beauty products or lifestyle, you name it, jewelry. There's so much for people to see and celebrate the kicking off of summer.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So I want to dive in a little bit more deeply now that everybody's got kind of an overarching feeling around what, you know, what this is all about and why you do it. I love the support of Women's College Hospital. You know, for those of people who don't know, when it comes to research, etc., so much of the, you know, procedures and medications out there that are available on the market for our health and well-being are not even tested on women. They're tested mostly on men. That's a whole other show, which Lori, we
Yes.
definitely need to do one day. But this
Okay.
is another very imperative reason why, you know, the Rosé Picnic and Lori, yourself, of course, as well, supporting this hospital is very, very important from that perspective. We do need more representation for women in wellness and in health as well. And this is your way of supporting that. You're hosting a 2-day extravaganza this year, which is a first for this event. It's a very large undertaking. Can you share why you decided to switch things up from the usual 1-day event of previous years and to mark it with a 2-day scenario? I know that you were very, very pivotal and on purpose about why you wanted to add the other event, which you have kind of prefaced a little bit as we kicked off at the beginning of the show.
Yes. Well, I decided that this year it was meant to be because the day before Rosé Picnic was Summer Solstice. And I've always thought about having an event on Summer Solstice because I really haven't seen very many celebrations in our beautiful city surrounding the solstice. So we have a wonderful partner, Barbados, this year, and they also inspired me to consider doing something for summer solstice. And as UC said, why wouldn't we have another party? I said, sure, let's do it. So then I decided that, you know, both of our events are in June, which is Pride. And, you know, how do I become more involved with Pride? How do we support that community? And can we, you know, give them a call and see if they would be interested in us holding this party and having a celebratory event? So they loved the idea, and I don't think it took more than 30 seconds to have them say we're in, which was really wonderful. So we are a major cultural partner, and we're in the program. So here
Oh
is
my
our
gosh.
beautiful ad for both days in the Pride Guide.
Oh, I love this. This is so spectacular. You
Yeah.
know, and it's really great, Lori, you know, how you're kind of, you know, really evolving the mission and mandate behind a Rosé Picnic, because, you know, you approached me, of course, because you asked me the simple question, Raj, how do I get more of your incredible, rich and diverse community, the South Asian community here in the Greater Toronto area, to want to come out to this? And you invited ANOKHI to be a media partner, which, you know, we're very thankful for. I've actually gone to a couple of the Rosé picnics, so I know that there's so much that goes on interactively, communally, and networking based, as well as the fun around the performances and all of that stuff that happens. It's just like a great multidisciplinary party, for want of better words. And I felt, God, you know, this is everything that the South Asian community, holds very dear. It's a big value system for us to, get together and get involved and be a part of, communities, and not just our own community and the events that are a part of our community, but also to be a part of the wider diaspora that makes us who we are here as Canadians. So let's talk a little bit, about this kind of expanded mission that you have, Lori, that you really want, as much as when people think of a picnic, they have their own kind of ideology behind what that is, but you've kind of far exceeded and expanded that by looking at it from an ethnicity perspective. You're looking at it from a gender perspective. You're looking at it from a, multi different types of businesses perspective, whether you're a local regional business, whether you're a mid-sized business, or whether you're kind of a big national or international business. You have like an entire kind of, a way for people to participate irrespective of kind of where they're at. And I do want to talk about the sponsorship part momentarily, but before we get into that, I do want us to kind of give everybody the who, what, when, why, how. So let's talk a little bit about the 2 days. Let's start with, first of all, share with everyone what the name of each of the events are, what type of events they both are, because they're not the same. They're very different. You've kind of alluded to that a little bit. And then, what are the times? When does it open? When does it close? And then we'll go into breaking down the programming.
Okay, sounds good. So the first event will be on Friday, June 21st. Our host venue is Hotel X, which is close to the waterfront, right across from our beautiful Lake Ontario, in a really central location. And we have our hours that day will be 5 p.m. to midnight. So perfect for summer solstice. We should be light until 10 p.m. And then, of course, dancing under the stars to some fabulous music. And then on Saturday, June 22nd, we'll have our Rosé all-day picnic, which will be from 12 noon to 9 p.m. So usually by 9 p.m., everybody's had enough and they're ready to go. So and if not, they can go party upstairs on the rooftop at Hotel X. But 2 fabulous days, 2 very different themes. The one thing that will stay similar is that we've invited all of our sponsors and vendors to participate in both days. And so far, everybody has decided that they'd like to do both. So it just means that there's more time for people to enjoy all of the beautiful vendors that have taken the time to curate their products and bring them to the event and share their creative visions.
I love it. So let's get right into it then, Lori. Let's actually break down any programming that, you are, ready to talk about. Let's talk about the first event, the one that's happening on summer solstice. Clearly, it's a great party that's going to be, taking place. Do you have any, specific sponsors that are involved that you want to give a shout out to? Have you booked any of the performers, DJs, anything like that? What can you share about that particular event?
Well, so far for the carnival crop over theme for summer solstice, which is in favor of what Barbados does in their country. They have a crop over festival. And if anybody in the community has been, you know how super fun it is. So some of the surprises will be entertainment, carnival dancers, performers. We do have some wonderful chefs and mixologists coming in from Barbados.
Oh,
So
wow.
we have Damian Leach and Craig Greenwich. And the mixologists, I'm not sure exactly who's coming in yet, but that will be announced. And then we have 2 fabulous DJs that are very well known, Dr. Juice King and DJ Puffy. So
Oh my gosh.
right. I know. We're super excited. Both of them are fabulous. King will be on Friday and DJ Puffy will be on Saturday. And then we will embellish the extra time that they're not spinning with some local DJs. DJ Fizza is amazing. She'll be part of both days. And We're actually reaching out right now with Pride to find some DJs within their community so that we can
Sounds
support
great.
some of their wonderful talent. And we have a few surprise celebrity
Okay.
that will be there. We just kind of eke this stuff out
Yeah.
goes, and sometimes it's just a surprise. So, it's all about having fun.
Mhm.
And we all go to these events, and there's silent auctions and live auctions, and those are fabulous because we're always giving back to the community. But when we launched this, we decided that we wanted to just have a party, and
Yeah.
it's okay to just have a party and celebrate ourselves, celebrate our communities, bring people together to, enjoy some wonderful food and wine. And
Absolutely.
and now we've expanded into cocktails and mocktails and all sorts of
Wow.
other things. You
Which is
know,
wonderful. Lori, I want to, share with everyone a little bit. So with the summer solstice party that you're doing the night before, guys, if you didn't catch it, it's a two-night event. It's a night event and a day event. So the night event is happening on June the 21st, and the all-day event, the picnic event, is happening the very next day on June the 22nd. The venue for both is Hotel X, which is really, super, super convenient because you got the Go right there. You've got the highway right there. It's very, very easy to get there. But the really great thing is that both of these events have the mixologists. They have different types of food curations. So I know that people are gonna want to know, what is included, what is, how do they get involved with it from an attendee perspective? Because obviously we can sponsor, we can be attendees. We'll come to the sponsors in a moment. Let's talk a little bit about people that want to attend. What should they look forward to? What is a part of their tickets? Are there different types of tickets? Are there group tickets? Are there special promo packages? Just lay it all on us. What is it that anyone that wants to go to either of these events or both of these events needs to know about purchasing tickets?
so right now, our tickets are $59.95 for a single ticket. And
Wow,
for a festival pass, they are $99.95. So that would
that's
be,
incredible,
yeah, we've tried to keep it reasonable because people buy their drinks and their food at the event, but it is
right?
expensive to put these festivals on. So, we do have to charge for the admission, but
Yeah,
with becomes this whole experience that we've taken almost a year to curate. So all the wonderful entertainment, all the wonderful vendors, and of course people will be doing sampling. We'll have some gift bags for those VIPs that purchase a VIP ticket. um, and we also have some fabulous suites that we sell. So we have a 10-person suite and we have a 20-person suite. And that is for those that might want to just have more of a seating area throughout the day, have a
yeah,
landing spot while they go out and explore. The Stanley Barracks in the lawn area becomes a huge dance floor with our fabulous DJs that play music all day long. And I can't I can't tell you how wonderful it is to look out and see all these fabulous people come together and share their love of being with a great community, and to share all the beautiful food and wine and cocktails. Like I said, we have celebrity chef Trevor Louie from BioBird and Bashi Patty and the High Bell Hospitality Group. We have the food dudes. We have celebrity chef Mark McEwen and his team. I have Shen Uzman from Cleese Catering, who's going to be doing oysters and some sort of
incredible.
special barbecue. We've got Six Spice. We have Provisions Toronto. So we will have enough food for everybody's taste. And typically, we do smaller tapas so people can try more than one thing. So
Right.
really such a great experience.
And I feel that's really smart to do that anyway, because, you know, in that whole kind of picnic vibe type of an environment where you're dancing, you're mixing, you're mingling, you're walking around, you're interacting, you don't want, it's not a sit down dinner vibe. It's a
No.
grab and go vibe, right? And I feel that that really works well as well, even from the perspective of all the different types of companies that you have involved, from a, you know, wine and cocktails and the beverages. There's always such a wide variety of all of that. Any of that you want to share with everyone?
Oh, for sure. So one of our major sponsors is Baskin Robbins, and they've been a
Mm.
wonderful partner over the last several years. And so Natalie and I are concocting something right now that she will be serving both days. And it'll be something special that she shares with every guest, and that's included in your ticket. And likely partnered with another beverage company with a little bit of sauce on the side if somebody wants to have that. So she also really is so wonderful. She allows us to have a blanket sponsor with Baskin Robbins. So when the first 1,000 people come into the doors, they get a blanket. And
Mm.
so those are beautiful to have scattered on the lawns, and they look so great. And this year we have a beautiful blanket that is a little bit different than we've had in the past. So that was really fun to put together. And the Barbados chefs will be creating some culinary creations that they serve on a regular basis in their restaurants and in their culture. So there'll be some samples of those floating around. On Summer Solstice, they're going to do a beautiful rum cocktail drink that guests will receive upon arrival. We have anything that your little heart desires.
So let's
Mountain Rum will be there, pouring cocktails with the mixologist. So it's just going to be such a great time.
It just sounds incredible. You know, I feel like you've kind of really stepped it up quite a few notches there, Lori, compared to the past. And in the past, it was like a full-on vibe. So let's just talk a little bit about breaking down some of these tickets. So you mentioned like the general tickets are $59 for one event, which is the Rosé Picnic. But if you do both events, it's $99. You've got this on right now. What does that include? Is that entry into both events as general admission, and then you get to kind of purchase, you know, your beverages and your food as you go along, but you have access to all of the exhibitors booths and all of the entertainment? Is that what that general ticket will allow? I just want to be really clear with everyone, because I want to actually walk everybody through the different tiers of tickets they can purchase and what is included. So let's start first with that general admission, buy one or buy two combo. What do they get with that?
So for the general admission ticket, they have access to everything. So as they walk in the doors, we'll have this beautiful array of vendors and their activations and their art. And so everybody is included. Everybody is included in the Stanley Barracks area where the DJs and the dancing. We have a private VIP section where you can purchase a ticket for $250. And in that ticket, you have a more elevated experience. Food is included, which is prepared by the food dudes. And then we have an open bar.
Ah,
So that's something that you can choose to do, but it's not necessary. So the people in the VIP section also can go to the food trucks, and they can go to the other purveyors. And so it's a very inclusive environment. As mentioned before, the suites are $2,500 for the 10 and $5,000 for the 20 person. And we also have a table.
and tell me, so let's just I want to just make sure that people understand what they're getting for that. So 10 people admission reserved area is $2,500, and 20 people reserved area is $5,000. Am I correct?
Correct.
What does that include other than the reserved area? Because it includes more than that. So I just want people to hear it from you.
Okay. So typically we decorate it beautifully with couches and chairs and coffee table. and we'll have platters, charcuterie platters, and we give some bottles of wine, a bottle of vodka from Stoli this year. Kim Crawford is our rosé sponsor, and we're just about to announce a champagne sponsor, hopefully in the next few days.
Oh my gosh.
So all of the details are on the website, rosépicnic.com. Everything is outlined with specifics on what's included. And obviously in the suites, we have bar service and hosts to take care of you throughout the day.
I love it.
It's
So,
a more elevated experience, but
mhm.
something for everybody's budget.
Absolutely. And I love that. So basically, whether it's a $59 ticket for one person or a $5,000 reserved area for 20 people, you know, there's something there for everybody. I really want to encourage each and every one of you to seriously think about coming out for this. We all deserve a great summer, right? Like, what a great way to just kind of foray into a fabulous summer season with our family, with our friends. Actually, that just reminds me, Lori, is there an age limit on who can come to this, so we can just, you know, navigate that expectation for everyone?
Sure. It's a 19 plus event because of the alcohol. But nobody is too young or too old as long as they're 19. So last year we had a lady that was 85 and she came with her daughter. It was so wonderful. They had a blast. So, we will have, mothers and daughters. Yesterday I had a bridal party decide that they wanted to come and have their bachelorette. So, it's a great way to celebrate with your family and friends and your community. It's also great for, like, if you belong to, a pickleball club or a baseball club or whatever it may be, hockey. Invite those people to come and maybe, call me, email me. We can curate an area for you.
Oh my God, I love that. How do people contact you, Lori?
Well, my email is lori@hellerevents.ca,
That's
and
double L, guys.
LORI at Heller, HELLEREVENTS.ca.
Perfect.
The
So
best.
that actually you know, beautifully segues us over into, because you are also the main contact there, into the sponsorship scenario. So if there's anyone that has like a small, medium size, large business, they want to kind of, you know, get in front of this incredible crowd, what do they need to know in terms of the different tiers of sponsorships that you still have remaining? Because you've like really, you've gotten a lot of them already confirmed, and you have a lot that actually confirm year in, year out, which says a lot for the
Yeah,
value that people get. So
yeah,
share the tiers that you still have remaining, so that and you know, maybe we just, hey, we're being fully transparent here, Lori. Let's talk about what the pricing is and what they get for it. Let's do that right now.
for sure. So our vendor spots are $2,500 for both days, and that gives you a 10 by 10 tent and the ability to activate your brand, your products, whatever you want to display. We encourage everybody to be as interactive as possible. We don't want a table and two chairs. We want people to be able to chat with you, talk about your brands, touch and feel your products. So that's our lowest level vendor fee. And then from there, we have beverage sponsors that are $5,000. And with that, again, they get their dedicated area in. We do a revenue share so that they can earn some of those invested dollars back
I love that.
on the sales. So, we try to make sure that it's a success for all of our brands and our partners. Obviously, these brands are, able to put it into their marketing expense, but we want everybody to win in the end. And from the 5,000, it goes 10,000, 25,000 allows you some exclusivity benefits. So, that's one car that's you know, it starts to get like that. So we try to give brands, you know, that sort of option if they'd like to go there. And then we have our title sponsor at 100,000, and in between there the 50,000. So those are more curated experiences, Raj. Those are
Yeah.
conversations that I have with brands, and you know, we try to figure out what their main objective is,
Yeah.
and we curate from there.
So where the exhibitor booths are concerned, your $2,500 ones, which I can full on see a lot of people being interested in, you know, how many would you say that you have left in terms of percentage? Just so we can kind of put some fire up, you know, some of these people's behinds to,
Yeah,
you
to
know,
be
to just
honest,
kind of get on it.
the $2,500 vendor activations are almost sold out. I
Okay.
actually spoke to my ops team today to ask, you know, how many do we have left? Because I feel like I've sold a lot in the last several weeks.
Yeah.
And as you and I've been talking, two more requests came in. I saw across my screen for vendor, you know, information. So we clearly are on the map,
Mm-hmm.
and it's exciting. You know, for every ticket that is purchased, we give $5 to Women's College Hospital. So, you know,
That's so important.
it is.
Mhm.
And, you know, we have 5,000 tickets that we can sell per day. And I really hope that we get there.
Mm-hmm.
That means, you know, $50,000 goes to Women's College Hospital. And that would just warm my heart, right?
Of course.
That I could write that check. So I encourage everybody to go onto our rosepicnic.com website, check out both events, come to both. They'll be different, they'll be fun. If you want a hotel room, I just was at Hotel X. They're going to put a special rate together, 30% off for anybody coming to an event, either Summer
Brilliant.
Solstice or Rosé Picnic. They'll just require you to show that you actually purchased a ticket, um,
Mm-hmm.
which is smart, and protects everybody. And it's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait. I think
Absolutely.
50 days from today, right? Something
Oh my
like.
God. Oh my gosh. You know, Lori, I have to share with everybody because, you know, as you know, I have been to a couple of these, you know,
Yeah.
years of events, and I've had the best time ever. And I want to share with everyone, you know, from my personal experience, what I felt was the biggest value proposition in terms of the whole, you know, what type of tickets do I want to buy? Because it can get a little confusing, right? The biggest value is if you can get the largest group of people together. So what we did both years that we did this is that, you know, I partnered up with, you know, a couple of my businesses, and we actually purchased the $5,000 booths. And the reason is I want you to think about 10, 20 people, right? Tickets. I want you to think of 20 people, various different types of alcohol that's included. I want you to think of 20 people, an array of food that's involved. And I want you to think of people, especially from a team building perspective or a family reunion perspective or
Yeah.
a girls day out together perspective. This is the best value you'll get because you'll have your own area, you know, and it just feels incredible to spoil yourself and those people that you're involved in and that you love. And everybody knows 20 people. That really is the one that I recommend that you go after because it's worth every single penny. I've done it 2 years in a row, and it's definitely something that we are talking about doing again with one of my other clients' brands as well. So you know, I don't know how many of those are left, so I better be like quick off the mark there, right, Lori, and make sure that I
Yeah.
get my order in there. But
I
let me,
think
oh,
you
yes.
do need to do that quickly, because yesterday I made my list of the suites, and I think I had 15 people on that list that were you know, securing their spots.
Oh
So
my God. Okay.
yeah.
The
Now
fire is up my butt.
the
I'm gonna
sorry.
contact you about this.
Okay, perfect. The VIP tickets are also a great buy, because obviously, you know, some fabulous hors d'oeuvres are served by the food dudes, and, you know, limitless drinks. Obviously, we want people to drink, responsibly.
Of course.
We'll have some fabulous ready to drinks. We've got United Craft bringing some wonderful turtle bake drinks. We've got Summersby. We have some
Wow.
amazing rosés. I'm doing a massive rosé all day bar of just beautiful rosés from all over the world and
Oh my
Ontario.
gosh.
So you can try different types of rosés, sparkling, dry, everything's wet.
I love it.
So my dad always used to say that, but it's a great place for everybody. So it's inclusive, men, women, you name it. Okay. So we have rum drinks, we'll have whiskey, we'll have beer. So if you don't drink wine, you can have something else. So apparently
That's a great thing that you just said there, Lori, because I was going to ask you, is it just rosés and sparkling bubbly? And you just answered that question right there.
No, we have everything. So we also
So the ladies can bring their fellas too then, which is great.
Oh, yes, yes. And I was going to say earlier that it's almost better than a date app because you have so many beautiful people all in one place. I think that it's a great way to meet new friends and new acquaintances.
Absolutely.
Introduce
I
yourself
love
to
it.
somebody new, right? I mean, everybody's there to have a wonderful time. We want everybody to be safe. We've never had a problem at any of our events. They're
Mhm.
always been, just so delightful. I
Mhm.
never worry. I always feel like, why do I need security? I just spent like $20,000 on security, but obviously we need it and we want everybody to feel safe. But I
Of
just want to
course.
make sure everybody does know that it's high on our priority.
Absolutely. And there are actually a couple of really interesting things that I was checking out on your website there, Lori. One is that you do have a Mother's Day special.
Yeah.
Do you want to share that a little bit with everybody before I talk about the really big one, which I'm going to talk about in a moment? Let's
Okay.
talk first about the Mother's Day. What do people need to know about that?
Well, Mother's Day started today, actually. We decided to kick off our Mother's Day promotions the same day that, we were announced as a cultural partner with Pride. We thought it was appropriate.
Mhm.
And obviously, Mother's Day is on May 12th or 13th. What is it? Something. But we're extending our promotion to the 13th. And so for this very limited time, we're encouraging mothers and daughters to get together, perhaps, or
Love
maybe
it.
you want to buy your mom a ticket for her and her bestie.
Oh my God, I love that.
Right? Or
Yeah.
maybe you're this wonderful son who adores their mother and you want to bring her to the Rosé Picnic because she'll love it, right?
Are you listening to that, Karam? Karam in the ethos out there. My son, did you hear that? Oh my gosh, I love
I
it.
really think that we should celebrate the women in our lives. And
Mhm.
moms sacrifice so much for us. My
Yes,
mom's
we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, right. My mom's no longer with me. I miss her every day.
Oh,
But
God bless.
last year, my beautiful daughter came with me, and Kira will come again this year. And she brought all her friends, and they had a blast. So,
Yes.
I like to put these specials out there when it feels right, and I think
Mhm.
celebrating, the women who are mothers and who have had the fortune to be a mother, really, right?
Mhm. Oh
You
my
and
gosh.
you and I are so lucky because there's so many people that, you know, didn't have that
Mhm.
ability and for
Mhm.
whatever reason. So let's celebrate our moms. We're doing a $49.95 special for the 13 days for an individual ticket. And then we're doing 2 tickets for $99.95. And that can be 2 tickets to the same day event, or it can be for the Friday and the
Oh, I
Saturdays.
love this. This is
We can
great. It's like
choose.
I feel like you've thought of everything. You and your team, you guys rock. And in
Oh,
fact, you guys rock
thank
so
you.
much that you even have, and this is the big one, guys. I've been dying to talk about this, the Barbados trip. Can we talk about that, Lori?
Yes. So Barbados is one of my favorite places. I actually got married there. Um,
Oh,
yeah, and I love the culture. I love the people, the water. It's absolutely stunning. So if you haven't been to Barbados, you need to buy a ticket just to get a chance to win this incredible trip that they've put together.
and
It's
this can be any ticket, any of your tier system of tickets, right?
Yes, any tier you will be
Yeah.
eligible to win. And so it's a $10,000 US experience. There is airfare, hotel included, lots of experiences on the island included. I believe there's a boat, catamaran trip. There's a beautiful restaurant experience. It is going to be the time of your life. So
Mhm.
I encourage everybody that hasn't been to actually go visit the Barbados websites and start planning your vacation if you don't win the contest. But I hope that one lucky person will win it.
Well, one lucky person is going to win, right?
Yeah, they will.
So
And
as we, yes, please go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say, and um, the people from Visit Barbados and the team here in Toronto have been absolutely fabulous. Britta is the lady that actually called me several months ago to say, I have this idea. I don't know if you'll remember me, but I went up to her at the event last year and said, oh my goodness, you ladies look so beautiful. And that's the one thing that I love is how many people actually get so glammed up.
Yes.
And everybody, like this one group of ladies, they were like, oh, we had our dresses like handmade. It was like, couture.
Wow.
So that's how I met Britta. And so it goes to show you that, kindness and reaching out to others, at these events, you never know who you're going to meet, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, Lori. So let me round this up so everybody is very clear. All the information about tickets are on rosepicnic.com. Anybody that is interested in any level of sponsorship is just to email Lori directly at lori@hellerevents.ca.
Yes.
Yes, I knew I got that right. I just wanted to make sure. And is there anything that you feel that I haven't shared with everyone, Lori, that you feel that you'd like to close out with regarding the event?
I don't think so, Raj. I mean, it is if anybody has any great ideas that they want to bring to my attention where they think that, there might be an entertainer or in your community there might be some artists, I don't know, that have an idea for me to make the experience and the guest experience even better than it already is. I'm open because there's never bad idea as far as I'm concerned. So, I feel like you've been great. You know the event so well because you've been at it so many times and such a great supporter of mine and the Rosé Picnic, and much appreciate that. And now we have summer solstice, so I don't sleep anymore.
I love it. Let me ask you something before we close up, because, being the woman that I am, so we know that pink and white, whatever that may look like for you, whatever whatever your identification is, that's the color scheme for the picnic. Is there one for summer solstice that people need to know about?
I think for summer solstice, it's really more about vibrancy, carnival, like kind of what I'm wearing, like
Yeah.
just fun, right? I've got a little bit of orange, I've got some pink, I've got some green.
Right.
Um,
I hear you, girlfriend.
yes, right. You've got the pink and white on. So I feel like anything goes really. It is a summer party. Hopefully,
Mhm.
we'll have some really warm temperatures. Last year we had 28 degrees and sunny all day, and it
Perfect.
rained for a few minutes before the event started, and then it was glorious. So
But you know what they say in my culture about that, Lori, is that a little bit of rain, or what it does is it clears any energy that's not meant to be there. You know me, I gotta pull in the spiritual,
yes.
and it sets you up for a really, really successful, positive day ahead. So let's have a little bit of rain right before it again. Okay.
That was wonderful.
Absolutely. And you obviously, for anybody that wants to kind of see what's going on as you start launching things and talking about things, if there's anything that you haven't talked about yet that, you know, you're not ready to talk about, social media's the place to go, right?
Just follow us on Instagram. And if you'd like to join our newsletter, please subscribe from the website. That would be fabulous, because then we can start chatting with you. And, you know, as we grow and we curate more events, we want you to be included.
Absolutely. And guys, you heard that DJ Fizza is going to be out on both nights. Our girl, South Asian representation. You know, you got to come out and support. And you know that she's going to be dropping some Bollywood and Bhangra beats right in there. That's what it's all. Absolutely. So you guys definitely want to come out. And I want you guys to come out and, you know, support this incredible event experience. It does have everything. It's got the alcohol. It's got the, you know, the food curations. It's got the networking opportunities, the interactive exhibits, the performances. It's just, honestly, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I'm literally counting down the days. And you guys know, with me having been involved with ANOKHI since, you know, the onset over 20 years ago, I get invited to so many events. It's like you would think that I'm totally tired of going to events. And I am, you know, oftentimes, but there are just those couple of events throughout the year that I absolutely wait for. And Rosé Picnic is absolutely one of them. And I'm not saying that because Lori's here. That is something you guys know, because I get dressed up. You know, I do shout outs and BTS from there. You know me. I love, love, love the energy around, you know, the experience of Rosé Picnic. Lori, I absolutely adore you. I thank you for coming on and educating our community here at ANOKHI about this year's 2-day Rosé Picnic, and, you know, your support of the South Asian community, inviting them in, your support of the LGBTQIA community, your support of, you know, international countries like Barbados, right? It's like I feel like there's nothing that you've left out here, and supporting the Women's College Hospital to boot. You truly are a woman, you know, of my heart. And I thank you so much for coming on. I really, really cannot wait for everyone to go and experience this. And if you have a small business, guys, I really recommend that you go and grab those last few $2,500 exhibit booths, because they really will run out. They do run out every single year. If you are someone that's thinking of, what do I want to do for team building for my company this year? Or, you know, you've got family, and you always think about, you know, what can we do as our extended family experience, or your girlfriend crew, or as Lori mentioned, you may be a part of, you know, some sort of an organization, an association, extracurricular kind of community. You got to come out to this. This is the one place that every single person, no matter what kind of person you are, there is going to be something there for everyone. Am I correct, Lori?
You are correct, my friend. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
I look
Well,
forward to seeing you there,
yes.
and your entire ANOKHI community. Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely, sweetheart. And guys, just, you know, make sure that you go and subscribe to the newsletter at rosepicnic.com. Make sure that you know it's .com. Go and hang out with Rosé Picnic on Instagram, because they're going to be dropping all kinds of things from now on. This is where things get really exciting. Things are going to get revved up. You guys know that as supporters of the Rosé Picnic, that ANOKHI is going to be all over this, literally from today until the end of the event. So I want to make sure that you guys go and check it out there as well. And guys, I sincerely encourage you to share the rosépicnic.com. So that is not a part of it. It's www.rosépicnic.com. Go check out the website. Everything is always going to be on there. And I really, please share it with everyone, whether you're coming on as a sponsor, whether you're coming on to buy a ticket for yourself or a group experience for everyone. Don't forget that there is going to be a percentage of proceeds for those ticket sales that are going to Women's College Hospital. Oh my God. Lori, I'm super excited. I cannot wait for June the 21st and the 22nd at Hotel X. It's going to be on. And I'll be there with my 3 brands, ANOKHI, the Open Chest Confidence Academy, and the Glam Temple Med Spa. So come on over and say hi to us at our booth. We're going to have some fun interactions, some competitions, some giveaways, and just a great opportunity for you to meet all of the fabulous people that I get to hang out with and work with every single day. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time on ANOKHI Uncensored. Stay connected with us everywhere at ANOKHI Lifestyle. And don't forget to sign up for our free weekly newsletter, because we're always popping in certain exclusives that we don't have anywhere else in our ecosystem. And again, just like the Rosé Picnic, we are always supporting our community regionally, nationally, and internationally. Great way for you guys to stay in touch with what's actually happening both within our community and also in the communities that we live in. I'll see you next time. Have the best rest of your week.
Thanks, Raj.